Cha Eun-woo's name is back in the center of public attention, but this time it's not because of a recent drama, a magazine photo shoot, or her appearance on stage. An issue circulating wild in cyberspace dragged his name, and even the name of the mother, into the tax evasion charges. The news spread quickly, was shared thousands of times, twisted on anonymous forums, and debated in the comments as if it had become the truth. But behind the frenzy, there is one step that slowly changes the direction of the story: the decision to bring the spreader of the issue into the realm of law. At first, it was just one short upload in an online community, without clear sources, without official documents, without statements of any authority. Just a sensational narrative designed to shock. In a matter of hours, screenshots of the upload were already circulating on various other platforms. Bombastic headlines sprang up, snippets of sentences were separated from context, and personal opinions were presented as if they were investigative facts. Patterns like this are nothing new in the digital age, but when it comes to public figures with millions of fans, the effect is twofold. Fans split. Some immediately defended, calling the news vile slander. Others prefer to wait for clarification. There are also those who, without verification, participate in respreading with additional speculation. Social media algorithms work emotionlessly. The more controversial a topic, the wider its reach. It is in such a whirlpool that a person's surname can be smeared in just one night. The agency, which is usually cautious in responding to rumors, moved quickly this time. An official statement was released, confirming that the allegations are unfounded and calling the dissemination of false information a seriously harmful act. But one sentence in the statement that most caught the attention of the public. They stated that they would take legal action against those who spread slander. Legal steps in defamation cases are not just a formality. Behind it is a long process: tracking of anonymous accounts, collection of digital evidence, analysis of traces of the spread of content, up to cooperation with platforms and authorities. The legal team must distinguish between opinions, criticisms, and factual allegations that have no basis. This is where the line between freedom of opinion and lawlessness is tested. What makes the public even more curious is Cha Eun-woo's own silence. No emotional uploads, no live broadcasts in self-defense. Only professional activity goes on as usual. This calm attitude actually gave rise to many interpretations. Some see it as a form of maturity, others read it as a legal strategy because every public statement can be part of the process of proof. Meanwhile, media attention began to shift from the content of rumors to their origins. Who posted first? What's his motive? Has a similar pattern occurred before? Some digital communication experts highlight the phenomenon of trial by internet, in which mass opinions are formed before facts are verified. In such a situation, the reputation can be damaged even before the truth has time to speak. The most sensitive aspect of this issue is the involvement of family members who are not public figures. In many jurisdictions, dragging non-public individuals into charges without evidence can have aggravating legal consequences. Legal experts explain that the protection of family privacy is often an important consideration in court, especially when the psychological impact is taken into account. On the other hand, the case sparked a broader discussion about the culture of gossip consumption. Why is the public so quick to believe in negative narratives? Why do official clarifications often lose speed to anonymous rumors? Social psychologists call the existence of a natural human attraction to dramatic stories, especially those involving famous figures. Sensations give the illusion of closeness, as if the public has access to the hidden sides of the celebrity's life. The days passed, and one by one, the platform began to take down the uploads containing the allegations after receiving the report. Some accounts deleted their posts, others locked profiles. But digital traces are rarely completely lost. Screenshots, archives, and caches are part of the files that the legal team collects. Behind the scenes, the legal process goes quieter but much more real. User data requests are filed, IP addresses are tracked, and the identity behind the anonymity is slowly revealed. For many people, the internet feels like a space without borders and without consequences. Cases like this remind that every upload can leave a legal trail. Entertainment industry observers assess this kind of decisive step has long-term effects. not just to protect one name, but also as a signal that the spread of baseless accusations is no small risk. Several other agencies are even said to be strengthening their online content monitoring teams, realizing that artists' reputations are now not only built on stage, but also at stake in the timeline. Nevertheless, the biggest question of the public remains hanging. How will this process end? Will there be an open apology? Will the case go to trial? Or end up with a closed solution? Each possibility brings different consequences, both legally and in image. Amid that speculation, one thing becomes clear. The speed of information in the digital age often surpasses the speed of truth. And when the law finally moves, it moves not for sensation, but for evidence. For some, this story may be just a momentary drama on the phone screen. For those directly involved, the impact goes much deeper. It touches reputation, family, and the future. This case is a reminder that behind big names there are real people with real families who share the impact of every word thrown into the public sphere. While the public waits for the next round, the legal process proceeds at its own rhythm. Slowly, structured, and not always noticeable. It is precisely there that the real climax is being built, away from the spotlight, towards the moment when the facts finally stand on their own, without the cries of rumors around them. Over time, the atmosphere that was hot in public spaces slowly changed into something quieter but actually felt more tense. It is no longer a war of comments between netizens, but of waiting for something concrete, something official. People are starting to realize that this story is no longer just celebrity gossip, but has entered the territory of real consequences. Some digital investigative journalists are starting to bring up different sides of the case. They no longer discuss the content of the allegations, but rather the mechanism by which they were spread. The graph of the spread of information shows unnatural spikes in a short time, as if there is an organized amplification pattern. Is this pure coincidence? Or is there a certain party who deliberately blew up the fire so that the rumor grew? The question hung, provoking further public curiosity. On the legal side, experts say that cases of defamation in the digital age often set an important precedent. Each decision could establish a new standard of limitation of liability for internet users. Is it possible to just continue an upload that contributes to spreading slander? Does anonymity really protect? This discussion extends even into legal talk show programs and academic seminars. Interestingly, some netizens began to reflect. Some claim to regret having participated in spreading without thinking. Some deleted their old posts. There are also those who write open apologies, not because they are ordered, but because they realize the impact of words in the digital world can go far beyond the initial intention. This phenomenon is rare and actually shows the human side behind the crowd timeline. Meanwhile, Eun Woo's activities in the professional world continue. He is still seen attending official schedules, appearing in brand campaigns, and undergoing filming. But observers of body language, which often appear in the entertainment media, began to speculate. Is there any weight hidden behind his calm expression? Or is the calm itself a message that he chose to entrust everything to the legal process? The agency, in a brief but firm follow-up statement, reiterated that the evidence had been handed over to the relevant authorities. They do not indulge in details, do not name names, do not provoke drama. This closed attitude actually sparked public curiosity. When information is minimal, imagination often works harder. In discussion forums, theory after theory appears. Some guess the financial motive, some suspect industry competition, some think this is just a prank that got out of control. But among all the speculation, one fact remains unchanged. The initial allegations have never been supported by any official evidence. And that's the point that the legal team keeps repeating, that the absence of evidence is not a small loophole, but rather the main foundation of the defense. The most anticipated development has finally come in the form of news that the key account identification process has reached an advanced stage. Without naming details, the legal source states that digital anonymity is not an impenetrable wall. That sentence alone is enough to make new waves on social media. Many are beginning to realize that the virtual world is not as anonymous as imagined.